Everyone already heard about this topic, alright? So I will keep it short. This product, chlorine dioxide, was kinda promoted by some asshole, respectable people, and was said to be cure for some type of illness like cancer, virus, infections, and recently COVID. If some illness exists, chlorine dioxide is advertised to be a cure for. I already heard that these products don't have scientific evidence, but come on, I may sound like a jerk, but they are scams, and there will not ever be some sort of scientific proof that they actually work. But taking this aside, I was kinda interested about this and its background history. And as a final warning, this is a really big rabbit hole. We will explore the foundation of this product, basically who is the founder, how it was sort of discovered, and the church slash cult around it. The precursor of this scam is John Humble. You know that Humble is often associated with good people in good faith. But this asshole right here is nothing but good. You may ask why. You probably know why. He's a fucking scammer. If lying among people is good, yeah, he probably is on Haven right now. Or probably will be there anytime soon. But back to the reality we live on, lying is bad. Really, really bad. And humble people aren't bad, right? Second, he's a kind of criminal because he is persecuted by U.S. authorities. He uses illegal ways to avoid taxes. We will dig about this thing later on the video. Don't be mad about it. I will first of all explain the foundation of this. He proclaims that this music product was invented by him when he was on exploration on the jungles of Central America in search of gold because he was a miner at that time. Gonna say that on Minecraft gold is worthless. Just gonna say that. I am just spitting facts. He claims that on the expedition he made, someone of its comrades got malaria. And on fear of lost his fellow revolutionary on the fight of science against scams, he gave him an oxygen stabilizer to drink in. In surprise of his imaginary crew in this imaginary tale, that comrade life was saved on a few hours, and now once again ready for fight, alongside scams. Everyone was shocked and kinda confused about this in this. But oh boy, or Humble and he was sure about what his imaginary eyes was seeing in this imaginary fanfiction. He has a story to tell, so you can buy his fucking mystic product. At this moment, this fellow comrade name is unknown, and this expedition don't have any real legal report. Because to enter a jungle you need a legal report, and especially on mines, because mining without a legal paper is fucking illegal. Also, we know we aren't sure that this comrade got malaria at all, because none of this crew had medical studies whatsoever. And could then just flu. He claims that bleach can cure malaria on a 3% water solution almost instantaneously, but the product he sells had like 30%. His claims are disinformed at best, and dangerously for the consumer at worst. He states like bleach can't harm body cells, which is bullshit. Also, that wounds and burns can be cured by simply putting MMS on top of the wound. But if you already washed your clothes by hand, you already know the fucking pain is have bleach on your wounds. And if you wash your clothes on a weekly basis, like some ordinary people do, these wounds will seal in months. Now we will dig about the loss of grip of reality and slow descent towards madness of our little humble guy that wants nothing from you but your blindless devotee, money, and of course private property. What a sweet, sweet little guy. He created the Genesis 2 church with a fake bishop title so he can blatantly make money from the MMS without even paying taxes. Now, from a scammer to federal offender. This is the cherry on top, my guys. However, he claims that these churches have been running since 200 years ago. There's so many things wrong about these statements. First, the persecution ended on 330 AD. This implies that the people that run this church have been dealing with the harsh times from the persecution for like 200 years and somehow managed to keep the clean line of succession from the original Jesus Bishop saint that he claims. It also says this branch was part of the Catholic Church, but separated around 325. If you do this story, you know this is blatantly false because the Christian church, was recently established on 380, which the dates simply don't coincide with what our Jim Humble says. So yeah, he has the time to make this incredible tale of the history of a church that never existed before, but he can't adjust the dates so it can fit on our history. In this church is when our hero lost again madness. He started claims that by putting a jewel on his head while he is speaking, he can attract magic thinkers. I don't know what the fuck is a magic thinker, now that I think about it. Is an elder god of 4,000 years of age. And much more nonsense that make me question why he isn't on a maniac yet. Also, in the first time I described the church, it was seriously described as in a religiously way. Right, Jesus, apostles, and everything. But later, when he made his book, he claims that the church followed no God, deity, or entity, and the church solely was created to express the benefits of religions in the USA, so they could be organized as a religions and have the same benefits as one, making his last words sound more like bullshit, like believing on a lie is not good, but it's something I could take off. Biting the same line many times, I don't think it's sane at all. Also, I stated that this church was protected by a fake title, was made by an illegal company, and such illegal company was run by two predators of children. Were investigated by FBI, and after that, arrested. A time ago, Humble Guy was persecuted by US authorities, making him leave to allegedly Mexico, where he will start a new life. These are rumors, and I cannot state they are true, but I can say after a time, the FDA stated no that this church is prohibited of commercializing with MMS. This is important because it may explain why bishops of this church are now trying to do the same exact scam on other countries because they cannot do it now on the US since they are on the radar. Well, my final thoughts about this is that if you believe in this thing, please do not spread the word because you are doing more harm spreading this on the pocket and the life of other people. If you are going to do this, please, I recommend you to look through studies. I recommend you to look through this whole rabbit hole so you can be sure about what the fuck are you consuming and how many people died with this. So yeah, in the next part I will detail about many of the bishops of this church and the modern era of the MMS, because this is how MMS industry operated around 90s or 20s. But now they are running on a very strategic manner. So I will address that later on the next part or a follow-up video. Thanks you for watching.